project leadership. I know a lot of project managers. Some are really good, some are even great, some not. I found a common thread among those really good project managers. They're project leaders. One definition of leadership that I really like is you set a direction, you communicate the vision, and you align the team. Set a direction, communicate the vision, align the team. Nowhere in there does it say do the details. Nowhere in there does it say push your team aside and get it done. Nowhere in there does it say you know how to do the job better than your team, so you have to do it. Leadership, setting a direction, aligning the team, communicating it, pulling them forward, not dragging them forward by their nose. I want you to think about some projects that didn't work very well. I know they're not your projects, other people's projects that maybe didn't achieve the objectives. Most of the challenges that happened on those projects came from outside. The budget changed. Something happened at a customer site, so they had to pull people away from your organization. The customer changed the priorities or changed the requirements. These are all things that are outside the scope or outside your project organization. So as a result, that's where a project manager and a project leader should be spending a majority of their time, is making sure that everything we do aligns with the higher level objectives, the strategic objectives of the organization. One of the things that I challenge you to do is to look at your leadership qualities at 3 levels. Personal leadership. Do you have your act together? Do you have your goals in place? Are you good at personal time management? Are you good at personal communications? If your time management skills are not up to par, guess what? You're a leader. That means your team's time management skills are not going to be up to par because they're following your example. If you run a meeting and allow it to go 20 minutes over, don't be so surprised when your team does an activity and allows it to go 2 days over. They're just following your leadership example. So we have to have our own act together. The second level is team leadership. How do I align my team? How do I get to be one project team? I've run many projects where I have a few hundred people, and they'll come from as many as 14 different functional areas. So I have to admit, on day 1 of the project, I have 14 teams. I need to get them to be one team. I have suppliers. Those suppliers delivering are as important, if not more important, than my employees' work. So I want to make sure those suppliers are part of my project team. So I need team leadership. The third aspect is organizational leadership. Every project is run to provide a benefit to some higher level cause. That's our objective as a project manager, that customer need, the organizational need. So as a project manager, I need to be spending my time outside, creating influence with the CEO, creating influence with the customer, creating influence with the other project managers, creating influence with my project team and the functional manager. That's really what's going to define whether I'm a project leader or a project manager. You need to trust your team to do their job. You need to pull back. The team is also trusting you to do your job. And the team expects you to take care of all that noise outside the project. The team expects you to take care of the CEO and the senior executives and the customer and the supplier and the functional managers. So I have to admit, if you're spending time deep down in the project, dealing with the detail and trying to get things done, you're not leading your project. So that's what project leadership is all about. Personal leadership, team leadership, organizational leadership. If we can get those 3 aspects in place, you will definitely be moving forward. I'll see you in the boardroom.